All right.
So
Starts
you plug it
dreaming
in,
the rig.
and it starts to do like a thing where it's like searching for searching for input, right? Does
Mhm.
that thing where it scans through stuff or whatever, and then it connects, and it's basically just like that Team Fortress 2 trailer for Meet the Pyro, and it's like,
Yeah.
do you believe in magic in a young girl's heart? It's like
Just
that, but
setting everything
like
on fire.
yeah, but it's basically you see this girl in like a summer dress, sort of just sitting in like a field. There's animals around her, and she's looking up into like a bright blue sky, and she's just sort of running her hand through like wheat shafts and stuff like that. Just
Run
relax.
your
It
hands
just
through
seems
chat.
like she's just like just chilling, just sitting there. So you can see her just sitting there. Uh, what do you do?
Me?
Hmm.
Hand it over to
You're the one
Dresden.
that's
I'm
in the.
overcome with emotion.
I'm not in there with you. I can't jack in, dude.
What? Wait, I'm not jacked in.
No, you're
Here
just
you
looking
are.
at through
No,
a
I'm just a
monitor.
monitor, man.
Oh, you're sorry.
Oh.
Sorry.
This is how my parents went, man. I can't deal with
Hello.
it.
There's no way to interface with this, by the way. You'd need to build another thing to interface.
Oh god, I gotta
Oh,
jury rig up.
we can only see her right now. We can just see her.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the thing both of you know, since you
Said
both
hello
have
for
had,
no reason.
Yeah, you did.
You gotta give us this information, dude.
And despite being
Says
sad, I
hello to the
snickered at you.
TV. And
Hello.
fucking Weldon just
So-
looks over at you like, are you fucking stupid?
What
Like,
the-
this
so
TV.
there is you do know that people who are connected to the Matrix can be interfaced with in the real life. You kind of have to like touch them and hold their hands, sort of thing, or whatever, and eventually they'll start to feel it inside the Matrix. But it really depends on how long they've been in there for, right? A lot of the times, you will be so like your senses will just sort of like start to drain out of your physical body and just sort of be replaced with whatever your brain thinks is real. And if you've been in the Matrix for a very long time, it gets to the point where you think what you're in the Matrix is real, and that you sort of start to kind of forget about real life a little bit, and you assume by just sort of the evidence in the room that is sort of what's happening right now.
Okay.
So you do
I
know
go
that
over-
you can physically hold a hand in order
I go over
to...
and I grab her hand like between both my hands.
Yep.
One of which is cyber, which is not helping.
You do feel that her hand is really cold right now.
Yeah. I'll
Um,
give her one of these like.
yeah.
And it just smells like hot garbage.
Yeah, I just go.
Okay. Give me a second. Yeah. Ooh. Okay.
She feels it.
So she basically, well done. You're watching the monitor, and you can see her, and then she's sort of like she's sitting there, just sort of smiling. Then she sort of like looks up at the sky a little bit, and then sort of like lifts up her hand and looks at it like strangely. And it's the same hand that Dresden is holding.
She's
So-
responding to
I
the
look-
stimuli.
I look over to Weldon. I'm like, all right, we gotta find a way to talk to her, dude.
Yeah. So if you want, since she's been in for so long, she might not use her mouth to communicate anymore.
All right.
So if you want, you can create a one-way, which would be one-way microphone, so that you can talk to her.
Yeah.
And that's going to be an easy sort of jury rig. But to create a two-way, so that she can talk to you through her brain.
Can I create
waves.
objects in her world?
That's more of a hacking thing. But if you want, I will give you the option to try that.
Maybe we could give her like a sketch pad. She could
Yeah, I
draw
was
some
thinking,
shit.
yeah,
Or,
just like
like,
chalkboard.
yeah, chalkboard, little exactly.
Wait, wouldn't they be able to hear her talking?
Well,
It's like
she's-
if it's like a TV, like
I'd
shouldn't
have
she
to-
be able to
No,
answer?
Get
her?
a sound blaster rigged up to it and shit.
There's no speakers, right? There's no need for speakers because
Yeah.
it's all in your head.
Oh, I
all in
figured
your
it was like a monitor with a TV.
No, he
or like a
jury
TV
rigged.
monitor.
He jury rigged that monitor to collect the same feed.
Well, are there not any speakers in the fucking room?
Well, that's what he would have to jury rig into the monitor.
Here's what I look to Weldon like. or here's what I'm thinking: either we find a way for her to send us a message through the monitor, like write, draw, or try to get her to feel her hand better, and she can tap Morse code on my hand. I know Morse code.
Does she know Morse
That's like
code?
the best we go. Fuck, you're right.
Everybody
She's been
knows
jacked
Morse
in,
code.
dude. You never know what people learn in the fucking Matrix.
It's true.
You're not
You
even
can look
here. Stop metagaming, you
I can
fuck.
hook a-
Sorry,
I can hook
sorry.
a printer up to it, and then she could print out some shit.
She prints out Braille, and you're both like, "Fuck."
God damn it!
All right, so I like the idea of
Morse
having
code.
a sketchboard or whatever inside of the dream. So if you want, you can pull over, because you can see like basically the computer, like the headset is connected to a computer, and the printout on the computer itself is basically code, and that's how sort of people interface with the Matrix, right? From like a system level, it's kind of like looking at like a DOS machine or something like that. And you have a rudimentary knowledge of this, being that, and so do you, Dresden, as well, being that you used to be someone who jacks into the Matrix. You can see like how to access it and how to get into it. And Weldon, on the other hand, you, as someone who knows a lot about it, like electronic security and stuff like that, you can find a way pretty. It'll be a difficult task, but you could, if you wanted to, circumnavigate and sort of create something inside of the world pretty easily. Not easily, but it'll be a difficult task. But yeah, you could do it.
Okay, well, I guess I'll try to roll for it.
Okay, so I'm
Roll
gonna
it.
say that this is. Let's go with. God, this is really. You don't really have the skills for it, but let's say we'll go with basic tech here, because it kind of works like how you would work. I hate to say it, but like it's kind of it works similar to how like the easiest representation we have of this in real life is
So 1d10 plus 8?
1d10 plus 18.
18, okay. Then what's the equals 8? Oh, that's the
That's the
points that I was
level
gonna-
of it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
All right, 18. All right. Not bad.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
22.
Pretty good.
Oh, cool. Yeah. No, that's pretty good. So you can access it, but you won't be able to create anything that sort of fits her world. It'll be very, very boring. It'll be like basically a sheet of paper. Like if you wanted to create something that would fit her world, that would stand out to her as something that wouldn't fit in it. Like for example, like if you sort of pointed her towards a dry patch in the sand where she could draw something that would fit inside a world that she wouldn't reject it. Outwardly, but if you would create something like a floating pen with a laser, that's sort of what you sort of create in her world. So a pen drops on her lap, and it's sort of like just got this big old laser beam attached to it, and it looks very out of place for what she would normally expect. And she is going to do what is equivalent to a system shock. Because being in here for so long, it's kind of like if you guys all of a sudden started getting laser beamed by aliens, there'd be some sort of like, holy fuck, I can't believe this is happening right now.
What? Awesome!
But that's sort of what would happen here. So I'm trying to think of what would be a good skill for this. If you guys have any ideas, let me know, but
I don't.
Like a technology skill or something?
Yeah, maybe. I was thinking more of like an int skill, like something that's let's go with just a awareness or education, general knowledge. That's a
Cool.
good one.
Sorry, my sickness is coming out.
Oh, the
Damn.
Pax box.
I have a lozenge. It's cool, and I have whiskey. The whiskey drowns the sickness in my body.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's, as your doctor, that's 100% correct.
All right. So the pen drops down, and she stops looking at her hand. She picks up the pen. She goes. She moves her mouth. Like you can't hear anything that's coming out. She moves her mouth, and her mouth moves in real life too, but no sound comes out of it. Let's see.
Yeah, it's sad.
Dresd.
Yeah, it's the odd.
Yes, sad. Let's see. Would you have anything that would sort of work towards like lip reading or anything like that?
Lip reading. Oh fuck.
Street smarts?
Yes. Yeah, I don't know.
Give me a interrogation check or something.
Interrogation.
No, that makes sense. That makes sense. You want to read the lips of somebody, I guess. Like in my mind, that makes sense.
Actually, no. Give me a language check. That makes more sense.
What is that?
That's just intelligence. So 1d10 plus 8.
Okay.
14. Okay, you don't understand what she's saying. If you hooked up maybe like some sort of microphone to be able to hear what she was saying inside, that would work too.
So wait,
but
chat makes a good point. Wouldn't perception work on this?
for the check,
For reading someone's lips?
I would say that's actually an actual skill. Like you can see that someone's mouth is moving, but you wouldn't be able to. Like if I said purple and fuck you, would you be able to tell the difference between the two?
I think so, because those are like totally different
They said-
like
they said,
ways to say
I
something.
love you or olive juice. There you
Yeah,
go.
something like
That's
that.
true.
You know.
I don't know why you'd say either of those things, but you know.
Yeah, you get the idea. Like, you could see like along with the intent of someone what they're trying to get across in their body language in their mouth. But lip reading is literally like reading someone's mouth and facial expression to the point where you can understand that.
Okay.
All right.
So she sort of looks at the pen again and then she turns it on. And it basically is sort of like, you know how you get like a glow stick at night or whatever and you wave it around and it makes like that sort of pathway sort of thing? It kind of does that a little bit, but the effect stays a lot longer. So she writes, "Hey," in the sky. And then she like looks up in the sky or whatever.
Hey.
Hi.
It's you, Walden. You're talking to her.
What, you're talking to her? I'm not talking to her.
I'm holding her hand to keep her
Okay, but
grounded
you
in
can also
reality.
talk to her.
Why don't you want to talk
I
to her?
swing the monitor around.
Well, I mean,
I asked
she
her
sort
if
of
she can-
sort of looks at her hand again and looks back up at the sky.
All right. Wait, how are we communicating again? I'm lost.
You've
How are we talking to her?
So in layman's terms, she knows that there's someone in the room holding her hand.
Okay.
She doesn't. She
You
can't
talk to her directly. Sorry.
You can't talk to her directly. If you wanted to, you could implement a microphone that goes inward.
Okay. Well,
If you wanted to do that,
I'm
by-
on it. See, there you go. That's what I'm used to.
Audio fucking microphone. There's got to be one around here somewhere. Or I'm sure you can put boobs on something and it turns into a microphone. Just do it. Just
Talking
I'm
to the
sure I
titty.
can find a Logitech that are more numerous.
I'm not gonna.
Starbucks.
I'm not gonna fucking kill this girl for a couple of organs worth, like 50
All right.
grand.
Well, looking around for microphone parts here.
Because I know if we tell
Perception-y.
Preston what's going on right now, he's gonna tell us to fucking kill her.
Okay, give me a we'll do this in two parts. Give me a perception check.
Mm-hmm.
So you can look for the parts that you need, because finding a microphone in this pile of junk is going to be impossible.
All right.
Unless you know what you're looking for. So let's see.
1d10 plus 7. What was it?
Perception is human perception. So for you, that is a +3. Actually, give me an awareness / notice. So give me a +12. 1d10 plus 12.
All right.
All right,
Good.
easily. Good job. You needed 15
right.
to do that. So you
Good.
find a
Woo.
microphone.
Excellent.
Now give me a jury rig. After actually tell me how you're going to implement the microphone. Same deal as before, I assume.
Oh, well, yeah, there are jacks for audio. Let's see. Is it, was it jury rig plus 7? Is that?
Yep.
Or am I just general electronics? Does it already have a jack established in there, or do I have to make
Ooh,
one?
Jacket.
Do it.
All right. What was your last? Let me just see what your last roll was, because if it was pretty high, then we can assume that you did. What was? Do you remember what it was? It was like a 22 or something, right?
Yeah, it was huge.
Because you missed the first one, then you got a 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So you got a 15. I gotta say that you did put a jack in there. So if you just want to do electronics,
All right, I'm amazing. Okay, cool.
'Cause it's not like the same thing that you do with like
So plus 16.
yeah plus 16. It's not basically you've left open a like.
God,
a
I'm terrible.
Hey, you need a 15 anyway. So.
All right, good. Thank fuck.
Wait, does
All right.
wait? What is a crit though?
Yeah, it is.
If
Give
your
me
base
another.
roll is a 1, then it's a.
Give me another one of those.
A bad crit.
No, just roll a 1d10 plus 16. And if you okay,
There you go,
good.
18.
Perfect. Wow, you got a 2 this time.
God,
I know.
amazing.
One more over a crit.
Yeah.
I'm
So
tired.
basically-
Okay.
Yeah, the
How
only
did
the only
already say take off your pants and jack in the chat? Fuck, I thought I was being original.
God damn it.
what a surprise, Nick stealing jokes from the chat.
Damn.
Oh.
Hey, what do you call me? Some fucking like
Torch.
Carlos Mencia motherfucker? Some fucking. I ain't no fat Jew, bitch.
Fucking got him.
Got him.
God damn.
All right. So, you passed your confirm for crit failure, so you're good. So you attach. So basically, it's not like you had like a spare 3.5 millimeter cable laying around, a female cable laying around to hook into this thing. You have to actually wire it in, which is what you're doing.
Yikes.
Which is why you're doing the electronic stuff. So if you failed it again, you probably would have short-circuited the poor girl out of the net. So you've hooked up a microphone now. So she repeats again, "Hey," on the pen. What do you say to her now that you've got this microphone hooked up?
Hmm?
You guys have a way to talk to her now.
That's what he says.
Yep, that's not me. I'm just electronics guy. I don't talk to people. Unless absolutely forced to.
like you are right now.
Nuh-uh.
Addiction can, man. He was addicted, dude.
I can't do it. I can't jack in.
You get-
No,
You
not
don't have
jacking in. There's a
no,
microphone.
it's a
in the middle
microphone.
space.
For God's sakes,
like,
Matt.
oh. Why can't you just fucking talk to her? I'm trying to get you to fucking talk to people, man. Like, I'm your friend. Am I not your friend? We met, we hung out, we got drunk together. Like, I'm your friend. I'm trying to help you here. Like, you gotta open up to people, man. You gotta really like. You understand what I'm saying to you? You're just staring at me blankly. I'm just seeing those like. I can see.
So
some mohawk
in
right now.
in the monitor, you see she's writing something and she finishes and it's just like, yeah, man, work on your social skills or something.
What?
Damn.
She's aware if she fucking knows that shit. All right, well,
Yeah, the microphone is on now, so like, yeah.
okay,
just
then I'll
stand-
go
I
over to
just
the
stand there- I just
microphone.
stand
All
there
right, I'm
tight-
over at the microphone. Ready? Did you ever see that movie Die Hard with Bruce Willis?
Yeah.
Wait, did that even come out before the 1980s?
I don't know.
No, this is 2020.
You should talk to her because I'm just gonna be so fucking bad. Let's see.
1988. Interesting. Okay. And she's like, do you mean the classic? Starring Bruce
Did she
Willis?
write that? Because she's not talking, right?
Yeah, she'd write it, yeah.
She's just super writed it. All right.
She draws like a bald man.
Yeah. Did you know that the cop from that was also Carl Winslow in Family Matters, and also he played police officer in Ghostbusters?
Shit, he was in Ghostbusters.
So,
Wait, what? Oh yeah, he
She-
was.
That
So
blew my
she,
mind
like,
right
when they were-
there.
When they were in
so
jail.
she draws like a guy, like just like an outline of a guy with like fucking a gun pointed to one hand and then like stuff coming out the other side.
Bruce Willie though?
Yeah, and then she just goes, "Whoa," just writes "Whoa," and
That
then
blew her
she
mind.
writes, "Yeah, that's yeah," and then she writes back, "What are you doing here?"
I look over to Walter. Just
Good.
ask her about the organs. Ask her. Does she have any money?
All right. It seems that perhaps you may have some purchased augmentations inside of your body, organs, and in this world, not that world, this world specifically.
She like thinks for a moment, and then she pulls up a videotape of it's basically her in the living room of this house, And it was the same sort of situation that you see before you as what the introduction to the previous episode was of CRS agent standing there saying like, it'll be fine. You're not the first person who needs this, blah, blah, blah. Just trying to comfort her. And she goes, CRS? Question mark?
I
That-
mean,
yes,
she can
yep.
see us at least, right?
Those would be
No,
the
she
gentlemen.
can't see.
Yeah.
Oh, she can't see.
Nope.
Go ahead.
It's like,
Well, it seems that it being a business, the business is, they don't do things for free. Perhaps you let your finances slide. And do you have a cat around? I haven't seen any hairs.
she pulls up like basically like you hear this, and then like a big old tiger like appears in her world, and she just draws like a emoticon with like cat whiskers on it with a smiley face.
The alpha feline. Anyway, it seems that it's got things going pretty good in there. But unfortunately, out here, where things actually are tangible, that you may perhaps owe fiscally responsibility for these organs. They want them. They want them unless you have funds. Have you been busy in there? Perhaps making profit?
She just does a frowny face, and then her world sort of melts away a little bit, and it's basically just like a black void with like an office room, and you can see her just sitting there, waiting for like there's like it's sort of like Dresden, you'd recognize it as sort of like a disconnect room, which is sort of like every time you log into the world, you sort of come into this like bare room, which is sort of like it represents
To avoid
normally
shock.
not so much that, but it's sort of like the gateway where you can go outward from that
Mhm,
point.
mhm, mhm.
And she's sort of sitting there, just like, and you can see a big red button sort of floating. in
She's gonna
space.
have body shock real bad.
This just saying like disconnect on it, and she's like her fingers are hovering over it, and as she gets closer to the button, you can see that her body starts to sort of like look the way that it does as she does in real life. It's sort of like a way of the system sort of helping the body sort of
She can survive
reacclimate
this, right?
into-
That's
I-
questionable.
That's questionable, yeah.
I know
Ian
what's going
Dresden
to
would know
happen.
this shit better than I would.
I know what's going to happen, and I like cradle her head. I like overhand cradle her head, and just kind of like I like get ready for her to get out of it. Like I'm there for her.
With your blessing, Weldon, she'll get out if you want.
I just say to her like, "Hi, my name's Dresden. I know what you're going through. We are here for you. We are not here to hurt you. You're gonna wake up and things are gonna be really, really different and really, really weird. But trust me, everything's going to be okay."
She sort of looks up at supposedly where the camera is, but you know it's not where she's looking, and she just sort of nods.
Okay.
And then she hits the disconnect button,
Hmm.
and then like basically like the room that you're in, it was sort of like a glowing blue, sort of like how like gaming PCs will have like
Yeah,
little
yeah.
lights, whatever. They sort of like fade down to like nothing, and then like one monitor appears back up, and it's got like an output code. And if you look over it, it says she was in there. Like it spits out like a, statistics of how long your previous session was. It says 4 months on it.
Fucking Christ!
For fuck's sake.
Eee.
So I don't know what it's like for I'm not gonna be very good at this. What a body goes through if you don't eat or drink for 4 months. But since she has a stomach and a spleen, like it's sort of helped her stay together for the most part. But she is going to be a wreck coming out of this. So what actually happens is the sort of the eerie blueness comes back, and you hear her start to breathe like really shallowly, a lot more through her mouth now. And from what you can assume, she's outside of the matrix, but she's not really moving that much. What are you guys gonna do?
She's muscle atrophied as fuck.
Most likely,
I
yeah.
saw like her head. I'm holding her hand. Like, hey, hey, what's her name?
You know her to be Emery. It's on her pink
No.
slip.
I'm asking her if she knows her fucking name.
Okay. So do you take the helmet off her?
Oh yeah, I gently take it off, cradle her head,
Okay.
make sure she doesn't flop back and break her fucking spine.
Alright, so so she opens her eyes, and it's a good idea that the room was dark. I'm glad you guys didn't turn on the lights, because that would have been awful. But
Turn on the lights! She's coming too!
no. So she opens her eyes, and they're very green. They're very bright green eyes. Almost to the point where you think that, you know, it would be like the most, like the physically appealing part of someone if their eyes were that color, sort of thing. You know how you see like a person with bright blue eyes, and it's like, holy shit, that stands out from everything else. That's what is probably her defining feature, especially right now with the rest of her body being like malnourished as it is. And she looks up and she says, Emery.
Emery, I looked at Weldon. Go check if the plumbing's still working, and get her a glass of water.
All right.
Water now!
All right.
Stat!
Get water. All right.
Yeah.
With a perception check.
There's a shotgun over the kitchen.
Are you serious? Fucking
The faucet is a shotgun.
She replaced it with a shotgun.
All right, so yeah, you get a glass
This
of
water may have a little kick then.
and bring it back, and
Oh my god.
you try and feed it to her, but she's not really drinking it. So normally in these types of cases, they do things like an IV, which is like so that their neck muscles.
We have no medical people here.
We need,
Unless BTE
we need
didn't come in, did she?
BTE.
All right, so if you want, you can go outside and get her. She's literally outside.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Easily.
Now let's swap over to what Eric's doing during this whole thing.
Okay.
Eric, a team from CRS arrives. And
Now we
they're
go to the
like-
montage of dick repairment.
Yeah, that's basically what happens here. And sorry about that. I'm getting blown up on Skype right now.
Go on, do not disturb.
Yes, good idea.
Fucking idiot.
So basically, the team arrives and they're just like, Preston. Oh, sorry, Mr. Mayflower. We came here at your beck and call. What seems to be the problem?
Jimmy, Bimmy, good to see you boys. You guys get my my little package on Friday, wink wink. And I kind of like nudge one of them in the ribs.
And the other one's like, yeah, finger guns.
All right, boys. So you see what the deal is here. Time to
So they look down
get
at your
the Admiral.
pants. They look
And I'm
down
like-
at your pants, and it's basically, it looks like you've urinated yourself, except with like oil.
Yep. So I
Um,
just go, all right, boys. You know what the deal is. Same thing like last Thursday.
They both look at each other and they're like, they turn to each other and like, fuck. What were their names again?
Jimmy and Bimmy.
So Bimmy's like, fuck. And he's like, oh, God. All right. So, Weldon, you come sprinting out of the house. And basically, you see Preston leaning up against, like, sort of like an ambulance sort of thing. And there's a guy, like, have you ever seen,
Here we go. How is he gonna possibly equate this to another situation?
so there is a Van Wilder movie at the very start when she's, like, repairing his pants, but it looks like she's giving him a gobby.
Yep. A
That's
gobby
best-
for the
Oh, okay, yeah, that's
Americans
okay.
is a blowjob.
Yeah. Yeah, it means when a man puts his penis in another person's mouth.
Person's mouth.
Oh my
yes.
god,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, that's what
Yep.
Bobby means. Yeah. So basically, it looks like that, and everyone's standing around and going like, "Yeah, it's a good technique you got there." And
Oh my
BT's
god!
And BT's like, "I would never think that you would repair such a thing like that." And it's like, "Yeah, no, it's and then
And I'm just sitting back. I'm sitting back like this. I'm just sitting back like
you're
this.
bringing
like a phone.
people together.
My
using-
phone's just in my hand. I'm just like,
Bringing
yep,
together.
doing great work, boys. Yep, mm-hmm. What's the score on the game? Yep.
Yeah, so it's gonna take a bit of time to repair this fucking atrocious implant.
Atrocious. This is a
Repair, like
thing
Match.com.
of art and beauty. Thank you very much.
Yeah, so you come running over Weldon. What are you gonna do?
All right, I'm gonna run up and go. Sorry to interrupt your obvious fellatio. No matter how good it is, we need you inside right now. Medical emergency.
Boys, you got this? And they're just like, yeah. she picks up her like medical bag. She's like, okay, cool, let's go. All right, and I guess you take her inside through the little tiny hidden apartment hole there, and then she's just like, oh my god, what is it with malnourished people and fucking organs these days? She walks over and she's like, hi, my name is BT. I'm here to care for you, to make sure that you're all right. Can someone please fill me in on what's happened here? Looks over at Dresden and Weldon. And she says that.
She's got those organs in her. She's been jacked in for a really, really, really long time. We need help.
All right, so she pulls out a bag. She does have an IV in there, but it's a small one. It's about yay big, probably not enough for like more than 20 minutes worth of hydration, if anything. She hooks it up. She creates like a what do they call it when they stick like a needle in and they put like a thing inside? God, what is that fucking called?
An IV?
No. It's like
It's like a catheter.
a catheter. Yeah. They stick
Well, that's
one
like
in.
a very specific thing.
Yeah. She puts one in her arm and she starts feeding the IV and she's like, Weldon, hold this
That's not
up.
where a catheter is.
Catheter is a genital thing, yeah, but
Yeah.
Put it in the
I'm trying-
penis.
trying to think of what it's
A
called.
shunt?
Oh, what do they call it?
Shunt.
A shunt. That sounds so graphic.
Mm-hmm. Put it in my shunt.
And then I
Oh,
stuck her
God,
in
yeah.
shunt.
Oh yeah.
Is that what it's
Is
called?
Shunt. Cindy is
No,
such a
that's
shunt.
song. Anyway, they plug it in there. Actually, you're right. It is a shunt. Yeah.
Hype train.
So,
Hype for the shunt.
That's right. My shunt knowledge is
so-
unparalleled.
she plugs it into that, and she asks one of you to hold the IV drip up because they don't have anything to hold it up with, so that.
I'll hold it up.
Well, good man. And she starts asking her questions about, like, how long she's been in for, and trying to get her name, and if she knows where she is, that sort of stuff. Just trying to work out how lucid she is right now. And yeah, for the most part, she appears to be fairly lucid, and she's willing to talk to you guys. What do you want to ask her, if anything?
All right. So you got those organs inside of you, the spleen and the stomach, right?
Yeah.
So you got
It's
them
really
organs
awkward.
inside you?
Yeah.
But either
How
you
about
gotta,
them organs?
you gotta pay what you owe for them, or we're gonna take them. So we were hoping that while you were jacked in, and I know I've been there. I know
We
you
hope
can
you
make
were
a-
making Second Life money.
You could make a lot of money. You could make a lot of money in there, and if you were, this can all be over really quickly. Back to your life.
She sort of looks up at you slowly, and she's like, no money. So here's a couple of things that I want to point out to you guys that you know about the situation you're in right now. The first thing is that there is a door in this room that has been taken away, and it's been sort of bricked up. So the doorway that normally goes into this room has been bricked up.
Uh-huh.
And from what you remember on the outside, it was also covered up with wallpaper. So either she did it or someone else did it for her and has willingly left her in here
Okay.
to be locked in.
I asked her,
So
who,
yeah, that
did you seal yourself in here, or did somebody seal you in here?
I had help.
So you wanted to just stay jacked in until you died?
Wouldn't you?
No contest.
Yeah. And she's like, if you need consent, you have it. Just put me back in.
So you want us to put you back in and then take out the organs that you need to continue living?
She just nods at that. By the way, talking like that actually hurts my throat.
I go, I'd like to BT. I'm like, all right. I put the helmet back on her.
So, to give everyone in chat an idea, she owes 16,000 euro dollars, which is an excessive amount of money. To give you an idea,
It's the least amount we've had to deal with, though, right?
it is, yeah.
Yeah.
But BTE owes like 2,000 euro bucks, and that's considered heavy debt. So, CRS is fucking people really hard with
Yeah,
their
these
debt.
organs are fucking cheap as shit. Like,
The organs themselves are
For them.
cheap, but like everything around the organs is what the expensive parts are. So sort of like how you would pay for private health and all that sort of stuff. They make good money selling effectively band-aids to people. The organs themselves are very functional and they're highly sought after. But everything that surrounds it is what builds the debt for the most part. Like, for example, there is pain medication plans that are necessary, which are, you know, depending on what type of organs you have, can rack up very quickly per month. And the highest payment plan that someone can go on, the lowest payment plan that someone can go on is a 24-month thing. And
It's like getting dicked over by an insurance company really hard.
basically, yeah. And that's just why there is no middle economy in this world, because everyone who is in middle economy is forced down to low economy because they require these things and they have these influences and they have these connections to cybernetics that normally in our world we wouldn't have, and no one is needing them. So yeah. So to give
shit! This world is cruel and unusual.
It is, yeah, it is. But as the chat points out, being jacked in for a few hours is like a very long time. So she would have a very long time in her brain's life before she passes away.
Well,
And BTE can facilitate that process to be painless. It really depends on her roles, though.
let's do it.
All right, so I guess you jack her back in.
Yep.
Because they already jacked her back off.
God damn it.
I had to. It was right there. I had to.
Just because the fruit is low hanging doesn't
You
mean you have to
didn't-
pluck it. And
You
rub it
didn't
against
give
the
me
joint.
a choice, okay?
Yeah.
I didn't
right.
have a choice.
So you jack her back in, and she seems to be smiling, but also like you can see that she's clearly crying because her life is ending. Obviously, she has no way of paying it off, and she doesn't want to deal with real life because real life sucks in this world. As you guys are
We got
slowly
some
starting
serious
to work.
music playing right now. It's perfect. Let's go.
So you jack her back in, and BTE gets to work. She morphines her up, using the shunt that she put in earlier. And let me just bring up her sheet so that I can do this.
Everybody press F to pay your respects.
F. Press F to pay respects. That goes to you, YouTube viewers who watch this later. Go ahead and do it.
That's comment.
Spam the comment section with F.
All right. So she, once again takes out the knife and does like a lower incision this time, like over her abdomen. Puts her hand in there and sort of like uses her presses to like open up her stomach, abdomen region, and gets to work in first removing the spleen. So let's see how she does. Yeah, sure. She pulls out the spleen pretty easily. She basically gets in there, and if you guys have ever seen a spleen before, it's like a tiny little ball thing that is used to help with immunities for the stomach. And so she puts it in one of those Ziploc bags that you had before. Gridlock bags, yeah. And then she gets to work on the stomach as well. Yep, she passes that pretty easily too. And against her better judgment, she then so she removes the stomach, and she like clamps all the entrances and exits for where the stomach used to be, so that she doesn't hemorrhage internally. Removes the stomach, and the stomach's sort of like a synthetic balloon almost. To the point it's got like a little tiny like silver attachment at the top there, and it was blinking green inside the bodies if you guys looked, which I assume you might not have. And then it just turns off, like powers down after she removes it. She puts that in the Ziploc bag, and then she goes to go close her up, because last time you didn't. Okay, yeah, she does a spectacular job, actually.
Nice.
Yep, spectacular job.
Fucking the best member of our party.
Yeah, I know, right?
Member of our party.
Yeah. She takes off her gloves and she looks over at Dresden and she goes, "I know what this would have been like for you, so you did good, and you, Weldon. I don't know if I would have made the decision to go back in, but I'm glad that you two allowed her to have this, if anything."
What he said.
Now, we should probably try and convince that dickbag out there to pay out of pocket for ambulance expenses so that she doesn't actually die.
Oh yeah. Let's get on that.
Yeah. So, what are you guys doing? You bringing out these bags of...
Fuck out of the disgusting house.
Yeah.
And tell them we need ambulance for this girl.
Luckily, there happens to be a CRS ambulance right here. But while the surgery is going on, let's work out how things are going for the penis repair.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go.
All
All right.
Dick pair.
So, do you make small talk while this is happening here?
I'm the complete asshole. Like, I'm just on my phone, fucking messaging whoever I need to get my fix tonight, and setting up dates for the weekend and stuff like that, and then also checking like my stock market portfolio stuff. And I guess I would see people starting to walk out of the house and be like, "Hey, team, how'd it go?" And
I'm just like silent.
Just silent. I'd be like, "So, did we complete the job?"
Yes, we did.
Wonderful. All right, we're all going to Cyber Sizzler after this one. Very nice.
Wow.
Flank steaks and exo juice for everyone, team. First successful job. Well done.
Oh my god.
I unload my Uzi into Preston.
All right. So yeah, what's
I wasn't joking. I unloaded into Preston.
All right, roll the hit. No.
No.
All right. So tell me about. Are you guys gonna try and convince Preston to pay out of pocket for this ambulance? Like, what's going on?
It wouldn't be out of pocket, right? The CRS ambulance is right there.
Yeah.
Yes, but she is not paid anything. So anything that goes into her healthcare is going to have to come from someone. So.
Could I roll a like a fast talk stuff for the ambulance guys? Just be like, hey, could you just drop her off at the local hospital like she was, you know, just like someone that was just on the street that they found or something like that?
You can. Why don't you do the fast talk, and then I'll see how much of a difficulty it's going to be.
Okay. Hey guys, so you know the packages that I keep hooking you up with? Yeah, those
So
aren't
like
exactly,
when you say that, it like sort of goes, and like your penis like fully forms back together, and you see like the little light at the.
the base.
I can't believe I'm saying this. The base of your shaft, sort of.
It's
and
like the stars of the North Star just goes all the way up and lights up my shaft. Just like boop, 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 boop.
Just close your eyes, pretend you're talking about mining in Middle America, and
Yeah.
proceed to talk
And he
about the
goes-
shaft.
Yes, yeah. What about the packages? What about them?
So those aren't exactly hard to get. I have to actually get those. I have to get those guys shipped in from across the country. So, I mean, I'm not asking you to do me any sort of like crazy favor, but I'm gonna ask you guys to do me a favor. I'm gonna need you to take this young lady that you see on the inside. I'm gonna need you guys to just take her to like the local hospital. Pretend that she was like a gunshot wound you found on the street, and just drop her off in the ER there, and then done deal. Hook you up, guys. A little extra in your package next week.
So, what was the guy's name that was repairing your penis? What was his name again?
Fuck.
It was
The dome
I
doctor.
got like really sad really quick, and now I forgot what their names are. It was like Billy and fuck. What was it? It was like Billy and Millie or something like that.
Yeah, we're gonna say Millie. So Millie stands up. He's got like a bit of grease on his face, and he sort of like, wipes it
Grease,
off.
right?
Yeah, and he's like, he looks over at BT, who's carrying like obviously it's fucking stuff.
My God! Someone made fan art.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
I've been holding that in for a while.
Ooh.
Holy shit! It's so.
And so he stands up and he looks over at BT and he's like, that's gonna be hard to swing considering you took her fucking stomach, and I think that's a spleen. Yeah. So gunshot wound isn't gonna fly, but we can drop her off at the emergency.
I slip a 50 into his like little shirt pocket, and I just go, "Shh, you'll figure it out."
What exactly? You
Oh, his
get
name is
the-
Bimmy.
Bimmy.
Jimmy
Yeah.
and Bimmy. Thank you,
Jimmy
Chad.
Bimmy. I'm gonna write this name. Write this down in your notes as the 2 ambulance guys that you're paying off at CRS to do your dirty shit.
Okay, hold on. Notes. Jimmy and Bimmy.
So tell me about what you were actually procuring for them.
I'm getting them something that it was pretty much the same thing that Nick described earlier, where it's like cocaine mixed with a little bit of like, what was it, embalming fluid and gunpowder?
Gunpowder, the cremated remains of dead people, and shit. What was
And coke.
It
was
cocaine.
Yeah, it was
There's
gunpowder.
A little bit of fucking baking soda in there.
No, you
just a
said you.
smidge.
I thought you just said it was gunpowder, cocaine.
Gunpowder,
and
cocaine,
corpses.
cremated remains of corpses, and a little bit of baking powder for taste.
Okay, that.
Yeah.
And we're gonna call it brown.
Brown.
That's apparently a thing in real life where it's
All right,
just
well,
cocaine and
write this
gunpowder.
down somewhere so that you guys can remember, especially you,
Okay.
Rex, that you're paying these guys off.
Okay. I'm gonna say Coke mixture called brown.
You'll factor in the prices later as to how much this costs, because
It's dirt. It's dirt cheap. It's like 10 euro bucks.
synthesized Coke is actually something in this world. So if you want to slice it with other stuff to profit out, balloon the profits, that's perfectly fine.
That's why it's mixed. That's why it's
Yeah,
mixed. It's like super
So we'll work out how much you have of the actual Coke, or how much you want to spend, and then we can go down that road later. So they're just they sort of look at each other and like, Jimmy, get the gurney. And they're like, okay. So they roll in there, and they bring her out. And Eric, this is the first time you're seeing her.
Mhm.
Like they disconnected her again from it, but by this time she looks like she's well and truly passed out. She doesn't look like she's awake, and she's very malnourished and
Plus, she's
very-
had like several hours in the fucking Matrix
yeah.
to fucking
Yeah, no,
be
she
cool
has.
with
Yeah,
it. Yeah. So
Yeah.
Technically.
yeah. So
Time swap.
Time swap. Yeah.
Time swap.
And so, what is your character's reaction to this?
So my character just looks over and goes, "Holy shit! What is that? Oh, that's her. Oh. It's a Jack patient, isn't it? Oof. All right. Ow. Best of luck. Best of luck, darling. What do you guys say we get out of here?
All right. They're already in the car waiting for you, I guess.
Oh, what the fuck? Again,
Went in
information
there
that
long ago.
would be great to know. Information. God damn it. All right, so I guess I just jump and I go, what the fuck is that? Oh, Jesus. All right, and I kind of just like, I kind of zip up my dick and I'm just kind of like still looking while turning around, like it's, like I'm like rubbernecking it almost. I'm just like, ooh, okay, and I get in the car.
All right. Let me just see real quick for my notes whether or not something happens. Okay. All right. Great. All right, so where do you guys go after this? You said Cyber Scissors?
Yep, Cyber Sizzler. Taking the team out, and I guess that's where we'll end.
Yeah, and with everyone standing around a very awful selection of pastas, cold pastas, and meat
That's not Sizzler.
over a sneeze
Where
guard.
the robot waitresses touch your shoulder affectionately.
Yeah, it is Sizzler, but you only paid for the salad bar, my man. You're a cheapo.
No, I paid the whole team.
You only paid for
We're
the
getting-
fucking salad
We're
bar.
getting shitty flank steaks.
Shitty flank steaks?
Shitty
All right.
flank steaks. All right, let's
That's
do
all.
it.
Still, that's all. Fucking Cyber Sizzler sells.
Okay, so we basically, the camera fades out on BT, like stabbing a flank steak and looking at it and being like, what the fuck? Reminds me of the girl we just cut open. And then it zooms out. Everyone's lost their appetite.
Aw.
Everyone
and, then we,
just push their
and
plate.
then we jump up and high five in a freeze frame.
Yeah, freeze frame high five. There we go.
Yeah.
Growing pains theme. Show me that smile again. Show me
Oh, I
that
thought you were all
smile.
freeze frames.
Alrighty.
That's
So
good.
yeah, that pretty much wraps up the session. I'm gonna
That was
give
good.
everyone, you know what? Take 6 IP, everyone.
I will
Experience
take that
point
since
treats.
Yep, and
I-
Bike Man, take another 2 for your
Some
useful
jury.
ability
Yeah.
being
Woot.
used correctly.
Nice.
And oh god, I don't fucking know if I want to reward you for jamming a dick in some guy's face.
You do. You know you do.
Kinda do.
You know you
Kinda.
fucking
It was
do.
it was a great way to handle the situation, but I don't think I want him rewarded. You know what I mean?
You should absolutely.
Wait, how many skill points?
It was
Yeah.
creative and it worked.
So you get
Absolutely.
6 for the session, and then
The
2
most
for...
rewardable.
So 8,
fucking-
and I'm adding that to the 12 over here already on my character sheet.
Yep.
Alright.
Yep. So
So I have 20 total.
you have 20 total.
You don't
spent.
reward him, chat will riot.
All right, I'm gonna fuck it. Fine. Nick gets 1, and Eric, you get 1 for having the mangled penis in the first place.
Yeah.
Oh,
There you
yeah.
Help.
So
Cock
what's my,
bonuses.
what's my total IP? It's
So 6 plus 1, and then you also got 2 earlier for the phone. So you have
25.
oh yeah, you would have got 9 for this session, and Eric, you get 7.
Nice.
All right. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I mean, the thing with this world is that it's really serious. Like, people getting fucked over by mega corporations is
Could've fooled me.
the standard. So, unfortunately, that's just how it is. I mean, that's how it is in the book too, and Cyberpunks, man. What are you gonna do?
See, that's what we do. We take a serious
do.
fucking world and we add black humor to it.
Absolutely,
Very
yeah.
dark.
African American humor,
Dark.
please.
Stop it. Stop it. This is not Tyler Perry, okay? Also, he doesn't know how to humor or write or make things. Okay.
Ah, yes. That's when
Thanks,
the Big
everyone.
Mama gang showed up into this.
My God.
Oh, thank you so much for watching, everyone. We'll be back next week with another episode. We're going to raid Tater Tot. She's playing some H1Z1. And I'm going to let you guys shout yourselves out. Henley, go!
Hi. My name's Henley. Also, Dave. I do a lot of D&D stuff, tabletop RPG shit on my channel, as you probably already know, since I was a GM for this one. That's why they roped me in, because I do it a lot.
You roped him in. Kidnapped his
roped me
ass.
in. Yeah.
That's true.
So I do a lot of. We have 3 games that we currently run. I mean, we're closing one down, the Friday one, but we have 2 currently going as well. By the way, I should definitely ask if either one of you guys wants to guest on one of my shows sometime. Pretty sweet. And yeah, you can find me over at twitch.tv/Henley. And that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Love you
Bike
guys.
Man, go!
I'm Weldon Sharpie, and I'm opening up a new business called Breastronics. I'm going to put breasts on common household appliances
Oh.
and anything else that has wire in it.
AKA breast pie.
Oh, yeah. Bike Man.
Oh,
Bye.
I like Breastronics better, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Bike Man. Stream stuff sometimes. Usually obscure games. And just happy to be part of this game. Thanks for having me.
Fascist, go!
Hey guys, Faustus, variety caster. I play games with these assholes a lot. Probably seen me on some fucking fucked up Friday, maybe, as getting berated by my friends. That's it. Twitch.tv/Faustus, @Faustus Gaming on Twitter. I say stupid things and play games and get drunk. That's it.
Yeah.
Yay.
You should show that thing on stream right now, the fan art.
Oh yeah.
Sure. Hold on. And
There's 2 fan arts.
Oh, there
There's
is?
2?
Well, that same guy did 2 pictures.
I don't know what that first one is. It
Just
doesn't
don't
look
show the
related.
second one. Just don't show the second one.
Wait, what's the second one? Wait, are you talking? Okay, hold on.
There's 2 pictures he tweeted.
Oh.
Fuck it.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
What's the second? Oh shit!
Show the second
Oh,
one.
I
you know
can't,
what?
you gotta have to tweet it to me because I can't move the chat, or else your webcam's
I'm
are
just gonna
fucked.
put him in. I'm gonna put him in
You
chat
got
right
this.
now.
Enjoy.
Here's the second one.
Don't put it in chat. Wait, oh there it is. Okay.
Too late. And here's the
No,
first
no.
one.
I meant the other chat. I'm cool with that. All right,
Okay.
here's the first one. That's pretty fucking sweet, and I like the boobs
There's
on
breasts
the
on the
toaster.
toaster.
There's breasts on the toaster. All right, what's the second one?
Oh god.
Here it
Wait.
comes. Literally.
Wait. All I'm seeing is the robot. It's just a robot.
No,
No, scroll down.
Oh, there it is. Let me go ahead and
You know,
I'm gonna put
that's
that on Twitch.tv right now. That's gonna
That's a lot
happen.
of that's a lot of people's reaction to that too.
There it is. Boom. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
All right,
my
I'm gonna
God.
stop my stream right now because I can only have this up for a couple seconds. Thank you guys for watching. See you next week.